stress. It's everywhere. From work deadlines to endless notifications, many of us are living in a constant state of mental overload. But what if a plant that's been used for thousands of years could help? Today, we're looking at a study on Red Panax Ginseng to see if it can actually reduce stress, boost mood, and even improve cognitive function. Welcome to Research Reflections, where I break down health and science studies so you can make sense of the headlines without drowning in data. Today, we're diving into a 2025 study that tested whether hydroponically grown Red Panax Ginseng could help moderately stressed adults feel and think better. The study is titled Effect of Hydroponically Grown Red Panax Ginseng on Perceived Stress Level, Emotional Processing, and Cognitive Functions in Moderately Stressed Adults, a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study. Chronic stress affects people worldwide, contributing to anxiety, depression, heart problems, and cognitive decline. Panax ginseng, also known as Asian, Chinese, or Korean ginseng, is an herbal remedy with adaptogenic properties, which has long been believed to help the body handle stress more effectively. This trial recruited 149 adults with moderate stress levels and randomly assigned them to the ginseng group, which received 200 milligrams per day of root powder containing 22.4 milligrams of ginsenosides, 20.2 milligrams of which were rare ginsenosides, or the placebo group, who took capsules of rice flour and brown sugar. The intervention lasted 3 weeks. The results, compared to placebo, the ginseng group had larger decreases in perceived stress, lower negative affect scores, faster thinking speed in a spatial planning task, and a trend toward lower depression scores. Its conclusion? The study supports the emotional and cognitive benefits of Red Panax ginseng in moderately stressed adults. But what makes this ginseng special? This ginseng wasn't grown in a field. It was produced using vertical hydroponics under strict lab-like conditions. That meant perfect control over nutrients, temperature, and growth cycles, resulting in 2 to 3 times more ginsenosides than typical ginseng, while keeping the overall ginsenoside profile similar to field-harvested ginseng. After harvesting, Panax ginseng is steamed and dried, transforming it into Red Panax ginseng. This steaming process is believed to alter the ginsenosides, causing some to be more bioavailable and potent. What was the dosage, and how was the study set up? Each ginseng capsule contained 200 milligrams of powdered root, standardized for ginsenoside content. Placebo capsules matched in appearance and color to keep participants and researchers blinded. Participants took 1 capsule every morning before lunch for 20 days. Stress, mood, cognition, and memory were measured using validated tests or questionnaires such as the Perceived Stress Scale, Positive and Negative Affect Schedule, Beck's Depression Inventory, Paired Associate Learning, and One-Touch Stockings of Cambridge, both prior to and after the 20 days. So who took part in this study? 149 French-speaking adults, aged 18 to 60, all with moderate stress levels according to the Perceived Stress Scale, took part. Exclusions included major medical issues, high caffeine or alcohol use, drug use, and pregnancy. How were stress and mood impacted? On the Perceived Stress Scale, PSS, which measures stress levels, both groups improved, but the ginseng group saw a significantly larger drop. On Beck's Depression Inventory, or BDI, which measures the level of depression, both groups improved, with a slightly larger drop in the ginseng group. On the Positive and Negative Affect Schedule, or PANAS, which assesses positive and negative emotions, there was no significant difference for the positive emotion score in either group, while for the negative emotions score, the ginseng group improved, with a statistically significant difference over placebo. And for the changes in cognition? On the Paired Associate Learning, or PAL, which measures memory, fewer errors in the ginseng group post-intervention were observed, but group differences were not significant. Finally, for the One-Touch Stockings of Cambridge, OTSC, which assesses spatial planning and working memory, neither group's accuracy changed. However, the ginseng group responded significantly faster, suggesting quicker mental processing. How safe was it, and how compliant were the participants? No serious side effects were observed. A few mild to moderate issues, like migraines or flu, occurred in both groups. However, they were not linked to the supplement. As for compliance, it was high, with over 98% of doses taken. But what has previous research shown? Previous research has already hinted at ginseng's possible benefits. Preclinical studies suggest ginseng may work by regulating stress pathways like the HPA axes, balancing neurotransmitters such as serotonin and dopamine, reducing inflammation and oxidative stress, and supporting brain plasticity. While clinical trials have shown that ginseng can lower perceived stress and improve mood and cognition, sometimes even after a single dose, though more often after a few weeks. Still, those studies had limitations such as small sample sizes, different forms and doses of ginseng, and sometimes unclear product details. This makes results harder to compare. Plus, stress perception is subjective, and long-term safety and efficacy hasn't been fully studied yet. But why do rare ginsenosides matter? Not all ginsenosides are equal. Common ones are often poorly absorbed and must be broken down in the gut into rare forms before they work. By steaming and cultivating this ginseng under controlled conditions, researchers increased these rare ginsenosides, which are more bioavailable and pharmacologically active, potentially explaining the positive results at a relatively low dose, 200 milligrams per day versus 400 milligrams per day in previous studies. What could this mean for you? This study suggests that Red Panax ginseng could help reduce stress and negative emotions with possible cognitive perks. But the benefits were moderate. The study lasted just 3 weeks, and long-term effects remain unknown. My takeaways and thoughts on this paper? The study design looks solid, though longer testing would help confirm lasting effects. Red Panax ginseng appears to be effective for moderate stress with some possible cognitive benefits. Results likely translate to other ginseng products, though dosage might need adjusting depending on the ginsenoside content. From my understanding of the available research and the fact that ginseng has been used in traditional medicine for centuries, it appears to be a safe product. It's also worth noting that this trial was funded by a company that sells Red Panax ginseng. While the funders helped set up the study, they had no role in data collection or analysis. And based on the design, the data appears reliable, though industry funding is always something to keep in mind. Thanks for watching this episode of Research Reflections. Have you tried ginseng for stress or focus? Share your experience in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe for more research-focused content. Stay curious and take care.